What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video on Anime Legend, where today we're going to be continuing to showcase the game, since apparently the dev just gave me the heads up that the game has updated, adding a bunch more stuff to check out. So we might as well go ahead, jump into this. As usual, if you guys end up enjoying this video, then make sure to hit that like, subscribe button with notifications on. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's jump right into this. Hey, just a heads up, by the way, if this video does go ahead and reaches 500 likes and as well we get the Anime Legend Discord server up to 2,000 members, I will get my very own exclusive pet inside of this game. So yeah, if you guys do want to kind of have me as your own pet inside of this game, yeah, you know what to do. Like the video, join Anime Legend Discord server. But yeah, apart from that though, let's get back to the video. Alright, so first things first, just in case if you guys already forgotten, this game is going to be kind of just like most anime simulators on Roblox at the moment. For example, you guys know the rank ups and the quests and the leaderboards, and then of course, something which was not added in the previous video is the time trial. In fact, let's go ahead. Let's start off this showcase by having a look at this. So over here, we have the leaderboards, and then as well, we have trial progression. Now, in order to have a look at exactly what it gives, we're going to be needing gems. Alrighty then, so probably the machines in this game are going to be like broken, and then we have to like fix them with currencies, which most likely are going to be probably gems for all of them. But yeah, when it comes to difficulties, we have of course the usual difficulties: easy, medium, hard, and then I guess for the time being, that's going to be all of them. However, as you guys can see, every single one of these dungeons is going to be dropping all of the tokens, I believe, in the game. Again, do keep in mind, probably a lot of these are placeholders right now. For example, maybe easy time trial will be Dragon World tokens, and then maybe the medium time trial would be like the eye tokens. Yeah, just like I say in all of my early showcase vids, don't take everything as like the final thing, because for all we know, when the game does go ahead and releases, maybe the tokens will be shifted around. Maybe the hard time trial would have extra percentages for certain tokens, and maybe even like exclusive accessories or weapons or other kinds of items. But yeah, since probably we aren't strong enough to jump into the easy time trial, let's just have a look at the main world. So over here, we have rank ups, Saiyan tokens, which is again going to be costing gems. We also have an egg over here, a Saiyan potency, and then okay, these seem to be kind of like the progression type of gachas. I see. Since the majority of these once again do require me to get strong, let's I guess get started by progressing in the game. So are the chances relatively the same as before? Yes, they are. Okay. It also seems like that the scaling of the rewards have also been increased. Now, you know, obviously the strong enemies are going to be dropping more gems, more tokens, all of that good stuff. So it should be easier to kind of showcase how easy / how hard the game is going to be. So let's start off by maybe going ahead and getting ourselves maybe a few Saiyan tokens and maybe a few gems to start hatching some pets. Yep, after around 5 to 10 minutes of grinding later, we managed to get this team. A 3x Trunks, and as well 2 of these uncommon go-rounds which give us 6 times energy. Now with all of those on, have a look at my energy per click. Plus 16. Yeah, that's going to be coming in really helpful when it comes to, you know, grinding the rank ups, especially since the first one is 8.5k energy. We definitely still have a lot of work to do. Oh yeah, by the way, the developer was in my game before, as you can see. Here's Lurex, leave a like on the video. No excuses now, the developer just told you. Like the video, subscribe. Anyways, let's move back to the video. So, in order to go ahead and get ourselves our very first gacha, we're going to be needing 10k gems. Now, thankfully these Gorams over here, they do drop quite a decent amount, at least 75 per kill, which means that if we were to go ahead and run around just like so, as you guys can see, we managed to get 11k gems. So let's go ahead, let's quickly, I guess, first of all rank up, so then, you know, that way we're now getting 2 times energy, and then, oh, well, that's a little bit embarrassing. I completely forgot the rank ups reset my gems. Let's try again. So, Saiyan tokens. Let's buy this, and then, okay. It's exactly like I remember. We have the comments, and then we, of course, have the secrets. Now, are we going to be able to get the secrets in today's video? Probably not. But at least for the time being, we can go ahead and get one good thing, which is going to be, okay, the common. Well, I was not expecting that, but it's fine. I'm sure we'll get a bunch more chances to go ahead and use the same tokens. Maybe go ahead and get something like the epic. Yeah, probably something along those lines. Now, how much did these cost again? 50k gems, 90k, 70k, and 120k. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to purchase those for probably another 20 minutes or so. So let's, I guess, in the meantime, start working on these quest lines. So then that way we can start making our way to world number 2. So let's pop these all on the screen and then, yeah, okay, they all have relatively the same numbers, you know, 30 and then it's -5, which is 25. And then from there, the list will go on and on until eventually we get to Frieza, the boss of this world. So yeah, until we, I guess, complete these quests, let me just run around, maybe collect gems and maybe roll some more of the Saiyan tokens. So then from there, we can continue to check out all the new things that this game has to offer. Okay, so this is going to be the final Frieza taken out. Awesome. Now, if we go ahead and quickly reset our character, we should be able to go ahead and claim all the quests. So let's just claim this one, which is going to be giving us extra power, a world key, and even some free tokens. Let's go. Guess we should probably go ahead and actually unlock some of these machines. So let's buy this, and can we go ahead and upgrade this? Yes, we can upgrade it for every 5 tokens, and it will go up to level 125. Okay, here's something else interesting. Apparently, every single level is going to be giving us an extra 0.01x boost. Good to know. However, unfortunately, we aren't rich enough to go all the way to level 125, but it's fine. Since obviously we can go ahead and jump on to the next world. So let's see, this world is going to be having the same stuff. We have champions over here, which are going to be relatively the same. Okay, I don't think they've scaled these yet because obviously there's no way that the pets are going to have the exact same multipliers as the previous one. Let's assume for the case of this video that each one of these are going to be 2 times stronger than the previous one. So instead of 3x, it would be 6x. 6x would become 12x. And yeah, you would kind of get that idea. Now, the quests over here are going to be relatively the same, giving us all of these different tokens. Or really, should I say just eye tokens at the moment, since this world only has one gacha, the Eyes token. Now, we can't check out exactly what it does because it's going to be costing 2 million gems. But don't worry, before the end of this video, we will at least unlock it and have a general idea of what it upgrades. Then from there, there's actually a few more things across the map, and actually this is in the previous world as well. We do have this kind of like secret quest where you can take out this like secret Itachi enemy. Oh well, technically he probably isn't secret, he's probably like somewhere, yep, on the map, literally right over there. And then when we go ahead and complete it, we will get 1 sanctuary crystal, which I believe works identically to how obelisks work in Anime Eternal. Or at least this one actually increases your money too. Let's go. Now, in order to go ahead and continue progressing in this world, we need to, once again, get stronger because, as you guys can see, this is the common Kakashis, literally the easiest enemies in this world, and we are barely even denting him. And we still need to somehow get 2 million gems. Alright then, maybe it's time to go ahead and jump into a time trial. So this is going to be opening in 2 minutes, okay, and then hopefully we would be able to get whatever tokens are going to be coming from here, right? And then immediately it's transfer them over into this trial progression, which could be upgrading energy, it could be upgrading damage, it could potentially be upgrading a lot of things. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's start taking out all of these enemies. As you guys can see, we are getting a bunch of different tokens, even from the final world as well, that we haven't even unlocked yet. Also, by the way, whilst we're running through this time trial, I just want to point out something. In case you guys didn't notice, the second world of this video is different from the previous world. Now, what does that mean? It means that they either delayed the JJK world, because that used to be the second world, or maybe they're planning to like release it when the game drops. Again, not entirely sure. Maybe they wanted to work on it a little bit more, so that is a huge possibility. And actually, that reminds me of something else that was in the works and was changed now. The achievements. Yeah, I remember the last video I asked for the developer to add this, and they seem to have done so. In this case, we have time played achievements, we have most energy achievements, and as well even enemies defeated achievements, giving us energy, damage, and luck. However, it seems like at this very moment, we don't have time trial achievements just yet, so it doesn't exactly matter how far we get in this. It's only gonna matter if we want kind of a bunch of tokens. So yeah, since I'm not exactly able to progress that much farther in a reasonable amount of time, we might as well go ahead and leave and yeah, get back to grinding. Let's start off by finding out what this trial progression exactly does. So buying it, we are going to be needing Saiyan luck, and then it's going to be increasing our drops. Okay, that's a little bit interesting. Not entirely sure why Saiyan luck tokens increases drops, but maybe once again it could be a placeholder. So let's, I guess, just go ahead and roll this a few times until eventually we get that little bit of a drops boost. We're probably gonna run out any second, to be honest, because, you know, 21 Saiyan luck tokens per? Yeah, that is pretty expensive. But hey, at least we managed to go ahead and get us a 0.1x of a drops boost, which if we just have a look at the normal enemies over here, let's just have a look at the difference. Probably we're gonna get like a percentage, right? No, it doesn't seem to be working like that, so I don't know. Maybe the drops affect gems, maybe it affects drops sometimes. Again, not entirely sure, so I'm not really gonna bother, like, you know, trying to figure it out, because for all I know, it's not even supposed to be working right now. But yeah, next thing that we can go ahead and do is claim some more achievements, so then we get that little bit more OP. So let's claim this, then let's go ahead and claim this bad boy as well. Then from there, it seems like they have gone ahead and buffed the pets. Let's go. Hopefully we can go ahead and get a really awesome team with the amount of gems that we have. So let's just put on the auto. Boom, there we go. That is hatching for the time being done. Now we only got one, I guess, pet that's going to be replacing in our team, but at least it is over 2 times stronger. Yeah, if we're able to get a full team of these Munatos, or let's just call them Minatos, the upgrades are definitely going to start adding up. But anyways, let's wrap up this grinding session by getting this gacha, the eyes token. So let's buy this, and okay, this is going to be upgrading your damage. Yeah, if we were able to get like super lucky on this, like, you know, maybe getting like an epic or something, that would really help out just like grinding in general. Like probably I would be able to unlock the 3rd world in maybe like another hour or 2, or at least something like that. But I was actually messaged by the developer and he told me that there is no reason to go to the 3rd world right now. Not entirely sure why. Maybe they are not done adding stuff to it, or maybe he wants to leave it as a surprise. Again, I don't know, but as you guys can see, there has been a lot of stuff added for the release, which is going to be tomorrow. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned for that, and as per usual, if you guys have any suggestions, maybe things you want to be changed or added, then yeah, feel free to let us know down in the comments. That way I'll pass it on to the developers and maybe they'll add it in like the next update. And also don't forget to get this video to 500 likes and as well their Discord server to 2,000 members. That way I will become like a little mini pets that will like follow you guys, and I don't know, maybe I'll help you get OP. I guess we will see if we're able to reach those goals. But apart from that though, my name is SMG. Thank you guys so much for watching and have an amazing rest of your day. Peace out.